This is your boy Terry. I'm surpassing Google across the internet. And what if I said I'm dying? This is not to be negative. I'm extremely positive. There is evidence of this in the things I've done. I've done a lot, to express positivity. But there is no way of expressing the situation at hand and the gravity of it, except I use those words. I'm not doing it to, express any form of negativity, but just to express reality. I need help, and I'm turning to humans once again in a bid to get help. I'm in rubble and I'm stretching my hand or my arm out. Not only to that someone takes my hand, but also that I'm able to give a hand. Please pay attention to me, listen to my undertone. I need help. And I've got to turn to Steemians. I don't have anyone to turn to at this stage. I'm in the Philippines alone with my dad, who is ill. My mom died not too long ago, and that began to shatter me. I had to relocate my dad to live with him, and when he arrived, his shine was no longer intact because of illness. My mom kept it from me, and he has a lot of illnesses, the type that is terminal. I don't like to talk about most of these things, because of maintaining a measure of respect. But how do I get help if I cannot, at least hint these things? I'm not stopping. I'm too lazy to quit, and perhaps that's my detriment. I've not slept for years because I've done too many battles to develop dreams, to carry the dreams of many nations, to bring about beautiful disruption, world adjustment. And there is evidence that I've innovated themes with grand potential in this respect. Most of my projects are attaining an alpha stage of development, and I've spent my own resources, whether it be financial or energy, to build to this stage, and now I need help. I wrote a proposal recently, indicating or signifying a balanced solution to my dire situation. And in that proposal, I'm seeking to set up a Macrohard hub for programmers in the Philippines. Mostly the hub is to gather people in the Philippines to make them entrepreneurs, dream builders, brothers, and bring them onto Steem. Steem is where my dreams are built on. Further the development of my projects, which are all Steem based, while maintaining proximity to my dad. The aim is that the office will be near my house. Gather people at the same time. Form a very strong base or core for each of my projects, which are Steem based, and begin to allocate some of my daily tasks to where I'm able to start a health rehabilitation and regain fitness. With my fitness, there's so much that we can do, and that is the significance of your boy Terry. That is the significance of the username Surpassing Google. Think of that name, Surpassing Google, and it will tell you of so much stories and history, and especially so much battles. Battles beyond the ordinary. I've had to go into deep places to understand the content from the notebooks, to understand the down-to-earth life and humans, to grasp suffering and the true extent of its meaning, all for positivity's sake, so that I can emanate solutions that are based from the down-to-earth and reveal these solutions to the world, to complement the outer space solution that is rampant in the world, so that the world begins to find balance. Anyway, I'm here to ask that you please support my proposal. It has a 2-month duration, and after I wrote the proposal, I found out that it needs more than 15 million Steem power combined worth of support or vote. And it's quite discouraging because it's very high and looks almost unattainable. But I'm too lazy to quit, and I have to push. This doesn't require that you support me by sending a donation. It just requires that you support me with a vote and you spread the word so that I'm able to gather funds to set up an office, which will also in the end become a source of sustenance and sustainability of the projects and many of my projects. Instead of raising seed funding, I'm looking for something long-term where I can gather the developers, they can use my projects as case study and build it, and end up becoming dream builders and brother programmers and building their own projects and noble dreams, as well as the noble dreams of others, playing a role in historical history as part of a brother's dream. This is the aim. With an office, I can begin to see sunlight again, see the faces of people, and perhaps my body will start to become rewired and my brain, and I can begin to find sleep and the ability to relax, something I've not had for years. My mom didn't undergo too much stress, and she crumbled as she underwent too much stress, just taking care of my dad every day. It's big deal. He's a huge man who has maintained his dreams and character, and he's audible. His dreams are mentioned 24/7 a day. He doesn't sleep, and I hear it. I'm the first son, and I'm tired because I started to lose my own health very fast. And I'm in a nation where it's impossible to work and sustain my household because the highest paying job in the Philippines is $400, and rent alone for a house costs $400. Let alone feeding, that's daily medicine, his hospital expenses. It's killing. Please support my project and please share this video. There is a link under this video, and also I'm going to put this video in a Steem post. You will find links to support the proposal, a Steem Connect link, and a keychain link. I'm coming out for the first time because I have to. I have to. And if you feel that, I'm airing negativity, please doubt choice. I'm extremely positive. Go out there and look at the things I've done. Anyway, there's also a publication I'll put if you want to read about my stories and histories and determine by yourself my levels of positivity over the course of decades, even in the face of this system. Please read the publication. The link is going to be under this video. It's a very lengthy publication. Please read it, and let's go from there. Your boy Terry surpassing Google. Please support my witness. It's called Steem Gigs. There's a lot of beautiful things we can do, especially where I regain fitness. My username is surpassing Google. It has very grand significance. I'll pause here. Stay awesome.